fast. Pulled up in those cool blue mountains, the liquid air in our spines, listening to a little hi-fi junk note, pitches you right in the middle, not out 1,000 years. Just sitting there in a slate house, wrapped in orange flesh robes, blue mist drifting around us when we get home. As soon as I set foot on podunk earth, I can smell it. That burnt metal reek of no. Already set off the charge, I said to the kid. This is a burning planet. Any minute now, the whole fucking shithouse goes up. Tolerable kid sniffs and says, yeah, when it happens fast. This is a rush job. You can feel it there under your feet, the whole structure buckling like a bulkhead about to blow. So we are driving in from the airport, the kid at the wheel and his foot on the floor, and nearly ran down a covey of pedestrians. They yell after us. What do you want to do, kill somebody? The kid sticks his head out and says, it would be a pleasure. Terrestrial dogs. His eyes light up like a blowtorch, and I can see he's really informed. And we start right to work, making our headquarters the land of the free where the call came from, which is really free and wide open for any life form, the uglier the better. Well, they don't come any uglier than the intolerable kid in your report. The planet is all primed to go up, they call in the kid, jump around from one faction to the other, agitating and insulting all parties, until they all say, by God, before I give an inch, the whole fucking shithouse goes up in chunks. We had the plan, what they call the board books, to show us what is what on this dead whistle stuff. Three life forms uneasily parasitic on a fourth form, as we get it wise up. The whole planet is absolutely flapping, hysterical with panic. To see them. It's a dead easy bitch, the kid says. Yeah, I say, a little bit too easy. Something here, kid, something wrong. I can feel it. Kid can't hear me. We need a peg to hang it on, the kid said. Something really ugly like virus. Not for nothing, but they come from a land without mirrors. So he takes over this news magazine. Now, he said, oh my God, show them how ugly the ugly American can be. Breaks out all the ugliest pictures in the image bank and puts it out on the supplement. So one crisis piles up after the other right on schedule. The kid is whizzing around like a buzzsaw. And that black noble laugh of his, you can hear it now down all the streets. Shaking the buildings, the skyline like stage props. To me, I'm looking around, the more I look, the less I like what I see. One thing, the noble heat is moving fast and heavy like I've never seen it anywhere else. He just thinks I have a problem. So what, he said, I've still got the board books. I could split this whistle stop wide open tomorrow. He was talking to him. I look around some more and find out the blockade on planet Earth is broken. Explorers moving in whole armies. Everybody concerned is fed up with the intolerable kid. All he can say is, so what, I've still got. Board books keeps the burning switch like a blowtorch. Re-recording each flare mounting Hiroshima. This whistle stop, wide open to hot crab people. The intolerable kids, errand boys, and strike breakers are copping out right, left, and center. Mr. Martin and you board members, vulgar, stupid Americans who will regret calling in the Mayan Aztec gods with your synthetic mushrooms. Remember, we keep exact junk measure of the pain inflicted, and that pain must be paid in full. Is that clear enough, Mr. Intolerable Martin, or shall I make it even clearer? Allow me to introduce myself, the Mayan god of pain and fear from the white hot plains of Venice. Which does not mean a god of vulgarity, cowardice, ugliness, or stupidity. There's a cool spot on the surface of Venice, 300 degrees cooler than the surrounding area. I have held that spot against all contestants for 500,000 years. Now How long could you hold that spot, board members? About 30 seconds, I think, with all your guard dogs. You thought to channel my energies for your Operation Total Disposal. Your operations there are here, this or that, come and go and are no more. Give my name back. That name must be paid over and not paid. My name is not yours. Henceforth, I think, about 30 seconds. You can see the marks are rising up, standing around in sullen groups. That mutter gets louder and louder. Any minute now, 50 million adolescents hit the street with switchblades, bicycle chains, and cobblestones.
The Nova Mob, Sammy the Butcher, Green Tony, Iron Claws, the Brown Artist, Jackie Blue Note, Limestone John, Izzy the Push, Hamburger Mary, Patty the Sting, Subliminal Kid, the Blue Dinosaur, Mr. and Mrs. D, also known as Mr. Bradley, and Mr. Martin, also known as the Ugly Spirit, thought to be the leader of the Nova Mob. In all my experience as a police officer, I have never seen such total fear and degradation on any planet. We intend to arrest these criminals and turn them over to the biological department for the indicated alterations.
Let me explain how we make an arrest. Nova criminals are not three-dimensional organisms, but they need three-dimensional human agents to operate. Now, a single controller can operate through thousands of human agents, but he must have a line of coordinate points. Some move on jump lines through attics of the earth, others move on lines of certain sexual practices. It is only when we can block the controller out of all coordinates, and flush him out, that we can make an arrest. Fade out to a shabby hotel near Earl's Court in London. One of our agents is posing as a writer. He's written a so-called pornographic novel called Naked Lunch, in which the orgasm death gimmick is described. That was the bait, and they walked right in. At this point in our researches, we intersected the Nova police. When I handed in my report to the district supervisor, he read it through with a narrow smile. They've distracted you with a war for the old man, given false information. You're inexperienced, of course.
You are assigned to organize combat divisions at the Fusion Front. Appalling conditions. Without inoculation and training, your troops will be paralyzed by enemy virus and drugs, then cut to pieces in the pain-pleasure signal switch. The enemy uses a vast mechanical brain to dictate the use and rotation of weapons. It can turn on total pain of the ovens. This is done by film and brainwave recordings, mainly down to a form of concrete music.
I can't sleep, Blue Eyes, if I don't have you. Do I love her? I love you, many splendid thing. Can't even eat jelly on my mind back home. 'Twas goodbye deep in the true love. We'll never meet again, darling, in my fashion. Yes, eyes ever shining that made my way. Always it's a long trip to Tipperary. Tell Laura I love my blue heaven.
They can alternate pain and pleasure at supersonic speed, like a speed-up cuff and con-cop routine.
You are to infiltrate, sabotage, and cut communications. Once machine lines are cut, the enemy is helpless. And always remember, you are operating under conditions of guerrilla war. Never attempt to hold a position under massive counterattack.
K9 was in combat with the alien mind screen. Magnetic claws feeling for virus punch cards, pulling him into vertiginous spins.
Target orgasm ray installations. Gutenberg Freeland. Coordinates 8276. Take studio. Take board books. Take deaf dwarfs.
Agent K9. back. Stay out of those claws. Shift coordinate points. Shift coordinate points.
They do not have what they call the motion's oxygen in the atmosphere. The medium in which animal life breathes is not in that soulless place. Yellow plains under white-hot blue skies. Metal cities controlled by the elders who are heads in bottles. Fastest brains preserved forever. Only form of immortality open to the insect people of Minround. An intricate bureaucracy wired to the control brains directs all movement. Even so, there's a devious underground operating through telepathic misdirection and camouflage. The partisans make recordings ahead in time and leave the recordings to be picked up by control stations, while they are free for a few seconds to organize underground activities. Largely, the underground is made up of adventurers who intend to outthink and displace the present heads. There's been one revolution in the history of Minround. Purges are constant. Fallen heads destroyed in the ovens and replaced with others faster and sharper who evolve more total weapons. The principal weapon of Minround is, of course, heat. In the center of all cities stand the ovens, where those who disobey the control brains are brought for total disposal. A conical structure of iridescent metal shimmering heat from the molten core of a plant where lead melts at noon. Brass and copper streets surround the oven. Here the tinkers and smiths work, pounding out metal rhythms as prisoners and criminals are led to disposal. The avant-gardes are red crustacean men with eyes like the white-hot sky. Through contact with oven pain and captured enemies, they sometimes mutate to breathe and emotions. They often help prisoners to escape, and a few have escaped prisoners.
Place of the board books in the death wards, a vast gray warehouse of wire mesh cubicles. Tier on tier of larval dwarfs tube-fed in bottles. The death dwarfs of Minrada. Operation Total Disposal. Fetal dwarfs stirred slowly in grain fluid fed through a tube in the navel. Bodies compacted layer on layer of transparent sheets on which was written the message of total disposal when the host egg cracks. Death dwarfs waiting transfer to the human host. Written on the soft typewriter from the stone tablets of Minrada. When K9 entered, he felt the suffocation of Minrada crushing his chest, stopping his thoughts. Even he drying up like source, as white-hot metal lattice closed around him. In a square littered with black bones, he encountered a group of 5 scorpion men, faces of transparent pink cartilage burning inside. Sting dripping the oven poison.
The eyes flame with electric hate.
Biologic Agent K9. Called for his check and picked up supersonic initiation blast of the death dwarfs. L'addition, garçon, 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 American tourist accent to the 9th power. He ordered another coffee and monitored his cafe. A whole table of them, imitating word forms and spitting back with supersonic speed. Several patrons roll on the floor in switch fits. These noxious dwarfs can spit out the whole newspaper in 10 seconds, imitating your words after you and sliding in suggestion insults. That's the entry gimmick of the death dwarfs. Supersonic, imitation, and playback, so you think it's your own voice. Your own voice. They invade the right centers, which are the speech centers, and they are in the right, in the right, in the right. Right, I'm in the right, in the right. You know I'm in the right so long as you hear me say inside your right centers, I am in the right. While sex dwarves tenderize erogenous holes so the Venusian poop-rot flash round the world. Agent K9 is with the biologic police assigned to bringing the dwarf plague under control by disconnecting the dwarfs from the central control station. The insect brain of Minrod enclosed in a crystal cylinder from which would run cold wires to an array of calculating machines feeding instructions to the death dwarf in the street. The brain is surrounded by crab guards charged from the thermodynamic pain and energy bank. Crab guards cannot be attacked directly since they are directly charged by attack. K9 had been in combat with the crab guards, and he knew what can happen. They get their claws on your nerve centers. Canine at the cafe and surveying the street scene, he could not but feel that someone had moved. The death dwarfs had in many cases been separated from the human host, but they were still charged with central control and yacked through the streets, imitating words and gestures of everyone in sight, while sex dwarfs swarmed out of any corner with a perfunctory "hello there," and anyone who stood still for it dissolved homogeneous holes immediately attacked by the top dwarfs, so that in a few seconds the unfortunate traveler was torn to pieces, which the dwarfs snatched from each other's mouth with shrill silver screams. In fact, the noxious behavior of this life form harried the citizens beyond endurance, and everyone carried elaborate homemade contrivances for screening out the top dwarfs and a specific special plastic cover to resist erogenous acids of the sex dwarfs. Without hesitation, Canine gave the order. Release silence of virus. Blanket area. So the silent sickness flashed around the world at the speed of light. As a result, many citizens, who had been composed entirely of went ape straight away and screamed through the streets, attacking the passers-by, who in many cases went ape in turn as the silence sickness hit. To combat these conditions and spread this intent, labor leaders projected strong double-image control techniques, and some would occupy and build up the ape forms for a few days or weeks, and briefly the leader was drained by the gravity of unregenerate apes, torn in pieces by his relapsing constituents, who went ape himself on TV. So the survivors, as they call themselves, lived in continual dread of resistant dwarfs, always more frantic host hunger, knowing that at any minute the men might, next to you in the street, might go manful and leap you through your throat with virginal canines. Canine shrug and put in your will for technicians. Their enemy strategy is more than this. It's a machine strategy. Machine cannot be directed. Get rid of the connection in the soft typewriter. Machine can only repeat your instructions. Since it cannot create any operation is very
As he walked past the Saragossa Cafe, black insect flagger rods stabbed at his vitality centers. Two lesbian agents with glazed faces of crafted penis flesh sat sipping spinal fluid through alabaster straws. He threw up a silent scream, and gray fog drifted through the cafe. The deadly silence virus, coating word patterns, stopping abdominal breathing holes of the insect people love emerald. Cut, shift, tangle. Stop word holes. He did not stop or turn around, never look back. He had been a professional killer so long, he did not remember anything else. Uranian born Nova conditions. You have to be free to remember, and he was under sentence of death in maximum security, birth-death universe. So he sounded the words that end word. Word dust everywhere now, like soil stuck on the buildings. Word dust without color, drifting smoke spots, explosive bio-advance out of space. At the bottom of the stairs, Uranian Willie engaged an avant-garde. His flesh shrank, filling insect claws under the terrible dry heat. Trapped, cut off in that soulless place. Prisoner eaten alive by white-hot hands. With a split second to spare, he threw his silver blast and caught the nitrous fumes of burning film as he walked through the door where the guard had stood. Shift lingers, free doorways, cut word lines, photo falling, word falling, breakthrough in gray.
Controller of the Crab Nebula, on a slag heap of smoldering metal under the white-hot skies, channels always paying into control thinking. He is protected by heat crab guards, and the brains armed now with a blazing photo of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The brains under his control are encased in a vast structure of steel and crystal, spinning thought patterns that control the whole galaxy. 1,000 years ahead on the chessboard of virus screens and The insect people of Minrao formed an alliance with the virus power of the vegetable people to occupy planet Earth. The gimmick is reverse photosynthesis. The vegetable people suck up oxygen and all equivalent sustenance of animal life. Always the colorless smell between you and what you see, taste, touch, smell, eat. And these green vegetable junkies slowly using up your oxygen to stay on the nod in carbon dioxide. When K9 entered the cafe, he felt the colorless smell of the vegetable people closing round him, taste and sharpness gone from the food, people blurring in slow motion fade out. And there was a whole tank full of vegetable junkies breathing it all in. He fixed reverse combos through the pinball machine and left the cafe. In the street, citizens were yakking like supersonic dummies. The SOS addicts had sucked up all the silence in the area. They were now sitting around in blue blocks of heavy metal, the Earth's crust buckling ominously under their weight. He shrugged. Who am I to be critical? He knew what it meant to kick an SOS habit. White-hot agony of thawing metal and the suffocating panic of carbon dioxide withdrawal.
Your mind's in a mental cemetery, Webster is saying. That's why you've got peace of mind.
Bradley was in a delirium, where any sex thought immediately took three-dimensional form through a maze of Turkish baths and sex cubicles fitted with hammocks and swings, and mattresses vibrating to a shrill insect frequency that danced in nerves and teeth and bones. The sex phantoms of all his wet dreams and masturbating afternoons surrounded him, licking, kissing, feeling. From time to time he drank a heavy, sweet, translucent fluid brought by the guard. The liquid left a burning metal taste in its mouth. His lips and tongue swelled, perforated by erogenous silver sores. The skin glowed phosphorescent pink-purple. suffused by cold menthol burn so sensitive he went into orgasm at a current of air, while uncontrolled diarrhea exploded down his thighs. The guard collected all his sperm in a pulsing neon cylinder. Through transparent walls he could see hundreds of other prisoners in cubicles of a vast hive, milked for semen by the white-coated guards. The sperm collected was passed to central bank. Sometimes the prisoners were allowed contact and stuck together, melting and welding in sex positions of soft rubber. At the center of this pulsing translucent hive was a gallows, where the prisoners were hanged after being milked for 3 weeks. He could see terminal cases carried to the gallows, bodies wasted to transparent mummy flesh over soft phosphorescent bones, necks broken by the weight of suspensions, and the soft bones spurted out in orgasm, leaving deflated skin collected by the guards, to be used on the next shift of prisoners, mind and body blurred with pleasure.
Down this long, thin tube, the oviduct, and at about 72 hours after mating, passes into this larger tube, Brion home.
A maze of mirrors and screens reflected sex acts in slow motion to 1,000. Soundtracks shifted and permutated. Slow waves of orgasm in a muttering sea of nitro-film flesh. Slowness up to the chin now. Prostates quivering in pearly spasms. Limestone flesh over silver pools.
Mr. Bradley, Mr. Martin, hear us through the hole in thin air. Thing police, all boardroom reports now are ended. Fading out in Honolulu, Newark, Harris, home, Austin. Great wind, evolving turrets, towers, palaces. Sound and image flakes fall. His dogs that were his eyes shut off, Mr. Bradley, Mr. Gone away, pull the reverse switch. Place no good, no bueno.
The cold, heavy fluid settled in the mountain village of state houses. Time stops.
However, it was found that these information molecules were not safe to release the virus until we could be sure that the last groups to go replica. Notice, we invented variety, that is, of information content in a molecule, which is always a permutation of existent. Information speeded up, slowed down, permutated, changed at random by radiating virus material, body integration, cyclotron. In short, we have created an infinity of sufficient to keep so-called scientists busy forever exploring the richness He set up screens on the walls of his bars opposite mirrors, and took and projected at arbitrary intervals